Filing taxes for the first time can feel overwhelming, but with the right guidance, it becomes a manageable and even empowering process. In this video, we'll walk you through every step you need to know to file your taxes confidently. Whether you're a student, a new employee, or just starting your financial journey, understanding how to file taxes is a crucial life skill. Let's start by breaking down the basics and setting you up for success. By the end, you'll know exactly what to do, what documents you need, and how to avoid common mistakes. Let's get started on your tax filing journey. Before diving into the process, let's clarify what taxes are. Taxes are mandatory payments made to the government, which are then used to fund public services like schools, roads, and healthcare. As a citizen or resident earning income, you're required to report your earnings and pay a portion to the government. Filing taxes is the process of reporting your income, expenses, and other relevant financial information to the tax authorities. Understanding this foundation will help you see why filing taxes is not just a duty, but also an important part of contributing to society. You might wonder if you even need to file taxes. Generally, if you earned income during the year, you're required to file a tax return. This includes wages from a job, freelance work, or even certain scholarships. There are income thresholds that determine whether you must file, which can vary based on your age, filing status, and type of income. Even if you earned below the threshold, you might want to file to claim a refund or tax credits. It's always a good idea to check the current requirements for your country or region. The first practical step in filing your taxes is gathering all the necessary documents. You'll need forms that report your income, such as a W-2 from your employer or a 1099 for freelance work. Other important documents include records of interest earned, student loan interest statements, and receipts for deductible expenses. Having these documents organized before you start will make the process much smoother and help you avoid missing important information. Set aside a folder or digital space to keep everything together. Tax forms can look intimidating at first, but each serves a specific purpose. The most common form for individuals is the 1040, which summarizes your income, deductions, and tax owed or refund due. Other forms, like the W-2 or 1099, report specific types of income. Familiarize yourself with these forms and what information they require. Many tax software programs will guide you through entering the information from each form, making the process easier. Your filing status determines your tax rate and eligibility for certain deductions. Common statuses include single, married filing jointly, married filing separately, and head of household. Your status is usually based on your marital situation and family responsibilities as of the last day of the tax year. Choosing the correct status is important as it affects your tax liability and potential refund. If you're unsure, most tax software or the tax authority's website can help you determine the right status. A dependent is someone you support financially, such as a child or sometimes another relative. Claiming dependents can reduce your taxable income and increase your refund through credits, like the child tax credit. To claim someone as a dependent, they must meet certain criteria set by the tax authorities, including relationship, residency, and financial support tests. Make sure you understand who qualifies before including them on your tax return. When filing taxes, you need to report all sources of income. This includes wages from a job, freelance or gig work, interest from bank accounts, dividends from investments, and even some scholarships or grants. Each type of income may be reported on a different form, so be thorough in gathering your documents. Failing to report all income can lead to penalties or delays in processing your return. Deductions and credits both reduce your tax bill, but in different ways. Deductions lower your taxable income, which can decrease the amount of tax you owe. Credits, on the other hand, directly reduce your tax liability, sometimes even resulting in a refund. Examples of deductions include student loan interest and certain medical expenses, while credits include the Earned Income Tax Credit or education credits. Knowing the difference helps you maximize your savings. You have a choice between taking the standard deduction or itemizing your deductions. The standard deduction is a fixed amount set by the government, while itemizing allows you to list specific expenses like mortgage interest, medical costs, or charitable donations. Most first-time filers benefit from the standard deduction, but if your itemized expenses are higher, you may save more by itemizing. Review your expenses and choose the option that gives you the greatest benefit. One of the biggest decisions is whether to use tax software or hire a professional. Tax software is user-friendly and guides you step by step, making it a great choice for simple returns. If your situation is more complex, such as owning a business or having multiple income sources, a tax professional can provide personalized advice and ensure accuracy. Consider your comfort level and the complexity of your finances when making this choice. If you're using tax software or filing online, you'll need to create an account with the tax authority or software provider. This usually involves providing your email, creating a password, and verifying your identity. Setting up your account early ensures you have access to all the tools and resources you need. Keep your login information secure as it contains sensitive financial data. The first section of your tax return will ask for personal information, such as your name, address, social security number, and filing status. Double-check this information for accuracy, as mistakes can delay your refund or cause issues with your return. If you're claiming dependents, you'll need their information as well. Take your time and ensure everything matches your official documents. Next, you'll enter your income information from all sources. This includes wages from your W-2, freelance income from 1099 forms, and any other taxable income. Be thorough and accurate, as the tax authorities receive copies of these forms as well. If you have multiple jobs or income sources, make sure to include each one. Double-check your entries to avoid errors. After reporting your income, you'll have the opportunity to claim deductions. These can include the standard deduction, student loan interest, or certain medical expenses. Deductions lower your taxable income, which can reduce the amount of tax you owe. Gather all supporting documents and enter the amounts carefully. If you're unsure about eligibility, tax software often provides helpful explanations. Tax credits can significantly reduce your tax bill, sometimes even resulting in a refund. Common credits include the Earned Income Tax Credit, Child Tax Credit, and Education Credits. Each credit has specific eligibility requirements, so read the instructions carefully or use tax software to guide you. Enter the information accurately to ensure you receive the full benefit. Before submitting your tax return, take time to review all the information you've entered. Check for typos, missing forms, or incorrect numbers. Many tax software programs have built-in checks to help you catch common mistakes. Reviewing your return carefully can prevent delays, rejections, or even audits. It's worth the extra effort to ensure everything is accurate. You can file your taxes electronically, e-filing, or by mailing a paper return. E-filing is faster, more secure, and often results in quicker refunds. Paper filing may be necessary in some situations, but it takes longer to process. Most first-time filers benefit from e-filing, especially when using tax software. Choose the method that works best for you, but remember that e-filing is generally preferred. Once you've reviewed your return and chosen your filing method, it's time to submit. If e-filing, follow the software's instructions to send your return electronically. If mailing, print and sign your forms, then send them to the correct address. Keep a copy of your return and all supporting documents for your records. After submitting, you'll receive a confirmation, either electronically or by mail. After submitting your return, you can track the status of your refund online. Most tax authorities offer a "Where's My Refund" tool on their website. You'll need your social security number, filing status, and refund amount to check the status. Refunds are usually processed within a few weeks for e-filed returns, but paper returns may take longer. Stay patient and check the status periodically. If you owe taxes, you'll need to pay the amount due by the filing deadline. Most tax authorities offer several payment options, including bank transfer, credit card, or check. Paying on time avoids penalties and interest charges. If you can't pay the full amount, contact the tax authority to discuss payment plans or options. Don't ignore a tax bill, address it promptly to avoid further issues. If you're unable to pay your taxes in full, don't panic. Most tax authorities offer installment plans or hardship options. It's important to file your return on time, even if you can't pay right away. Contact a tax authority to discuss your situation and set up a payment plan. Ignoring the problem can lead to additional penalties and interest, so take action as soon as possible. Mistakes happen, and if you realize you made an error after filing, you can amend your return. Most tax authorities provide a specific form for amendment. Common reasons to amend include forgetting income, missing deductions, or correcting personal information. File the amendment as soon as you notice the mistake to avoid penalties or delays. Keep copies of both your original and amended returns for your records. It's essential to keep copies of your tax return and all supporting documents for several years. These records are important if you're audited or need to reference past returns. Store them in a safe place, either physically or digitally. Good record keeping also makes future tax filing much easier, as you'll have everything you need in one place. Tax returns are due by a specific deadline each year, usually in the spring. Missing the deadline can result in penalties and interest charges. Mark the date on your calendar and set reminders to ensure you file on time. If you need more time, you can request an extension, but remember that an extension to file is not an extension to pay any taxes owed. If you can't file your return by the deadline, you can request an extension. This gives you extra time to file, but not to pay any taxes owed. File the extension form before the original deadline to avoid late filing penalties. Even with an extension, Pay as much as you can by the deadline to minimize interest and penalties. First-time filers often make simple mistakes, such as entering incorrect social security numbers, forgetting to sign the return, or missing forms. Double-check all information before submitting. Use tax software's error-checking features and review your return carefully. Taking a few extra minutes can save you from headaches later on. An audit is a review of your tax return by the tax authorities to ensure everything is accurate. Most audits are routine and can be resolved by providing requested documents. If you're selected for an audit, don't panic, respond promptly, provide the necessary information, and keep copies of all correspondence. Good record keeping makes audits much easier to handle. Tax returns contain sensitive, personal, and financial information. Protect your data by using secure passwords, avoiding public Wi-Fi when filing, and storing documents in a safe place. Be cautious of phishing scams or fraudulent emails claiming to be from the tax authority. Never share your information unless you're sure of the recipient's identity. In addition to federal taxes, you may need to file state or local tax returns. Each state has its own rules, forms, and deadlines. Some states have no income tax, while others require separate filings. Check your state's tax authority website for specific instructions. Don't forget about local taxes, which may apply if you live or work in certain cities or counties. If you're a student, you may have special tax considerations. Scholarships, grants, and part-time jobs can all affect your tax situation. Some education expenses may qualify for credits or deductions. Be sure to gather all relevant documents, such as tuition statements and scholarship letters. Tax software often includes sections specifically for students to help you claim all available benefits. If you earn income from freelancing, gig work, or self-employment, your tax filing process is a bit different. You'll need to report all income, even if you don't receive a 1099 form. You may also be responsible for self-employment taxes and can deduct business expenses. Keep detailed records of your income and expenses throughout the year to make tax time easier. Young adults filing taxes for the first time should keep a few tips in mind. Start early, stay organized, and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Take advantage of free resources, such as tax authority websites or community tax clinics. Learning the basics now will set you up for financial success in the future. If you need assistance, there are many resources available. Tax authority websites offer guides, FAQs, and online chat support. Community organizations and libraries may host free tax preparation clinics. Some tax software providers offer live support or help centers. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or need clarification. A tax refund occurs when you've paid more in taxes throughout the year than you owe. This can happen through paycheck withholding or estimated payments. When you file your return, the tax authority calculates your actual tax liability and refunds any excess payments. Understanding how refunds work helps you plan your finances and avoid surprises. The fastest way to receive your tax refund is by choosing direct deposit. You'll need to provide your bank account and routing numbers when filing your return. Direct deposit is secure and typically delivers your refund within a few weeks. If you prefer, you can still receive a paper check, but it may take longer to arrive. If someone else, such as a parent, claims you as a dependent, you may not be eligible for certain credits or deductions. Always check with your parents or guardians before filing your own return. The tax authority will only allow one person to claim you as a dependent per year, so communication is key to avoiding issues. Self-employed individuals have additional tax responsibilities. You'll need to report all business income and expenses and may be required to pay estimated taxes throughout the year. Self-employment tax covers Social Security and Medicare contributions. Keep detailed records and consider consulting a tax professional if you're unsure about your obligations. To stay organized, use a checklist for tax filing. List all the documents you need, such as W-2 seconds, 1099s, interest statements, and receipts. Check off each item as you gather it. Having a checklist ensures you don't miss anything and makes the process less stressful. Many tax software programs provide customizable checklists to help you stay on track. Withholding is the amount of tax your employer deducts from your paycheck and sends to the government on your behalf. The amount withheld depends on your income and the information you provide on your W-4 form. Reviewing your withholding each year can help you avoid owing taxes or getting a large refund. Adjust your W-4 if your situation changes. Filing your taxes early has several advantages. You'll get your refund sooner, have more time to resolve any issues, and reduce the risk of identity theft. Early filers also avoid the stress of last-minute deadlines. Gather your documents as soon as they're available, and start the process early for a smoother experience. Be aware of tax scams, especially during filing season. Scammers may pose as tax authorities or promise large refunds in exchange for personal information. Never share your social security number or bank details with anyone you don't trust. Official tax authorities will never ask for sensitive information by email or phone. Stay vigilant and report suspicious activity. Each time you file taxes, you'll learn something new. Take notes on what worked well and what you do differently next year. Keep your records organized and update your checklist as needed. The more you practice, the easier tax filing becomes. Use this year's experience to make next year even smoother. Filing taxes for the first time is a big step, but with preparation and organization, it's entirely manageable. Remember to gather your documents, double-check your information, and use available resources for help. Filing early, protecting your information, and keeping good records will set you up for success. You've got this! Congratulations on taking the first step toward financial independence by learning how to file your taxes. With the knowledge you've gained, you're well equipped to handle tax season with confidence. Remember, each year will get easier as you build your experience. Stay proactive, keep learning, and celebrate your progress. Good luck on your tax journey.